They laugh the loudest in the room. They ask how you are doing. They make everyone around them feel comfortable. And then they go home, close the door, and fall apart completely. No one sees it. No one even suspects it. Because the smile they showed the world was too perfect. Psychology calls this emotional masking. But that's just a clinical word for something far more painful. It's what happens when a person learns very early in life that their pain is not welcome. That if they show how they really feel, something bad will happen. Maybe they'll be judged. Maybe they'll be abandoned. Maybe they'll become a burden. So they make a decision, not a conscious one, a silent one. I will be okay in front of the world, and I will fall apart alone. And they become so good at it that even the people closest to them never know. One, the mask is built from pain. Here's what most people get wrong about this. They think the smile is fake. It's not. When they're laughing with you, they genuinely want to be happy. They genuinely care about the people around them. But underneath that warmth, there is a version of them that is exhausted, carrying weight no one offered to help with. Psychology shows that people who mask their emotions heavily are often the most emotionally sensitive people in the room. They feel everything deeper than others, which is exactly why they hide it, because feeling things that deeply in front of people who don't understand hurts more than just suffering alone. 2, why they cry alone. So why the night? Why do they wait until the room is quiet, the lights are off, and everyone is asleep to finally let themselves feel? Because the night is the only place where no one needs them to be okay. No performance required, no one watching, no one to protect. Psychologists call this emotional release delay. When you suppress emotions for long enough, the body finds a moment, usually when you're finally alone and still, to release everything you didn't allow yourself to feel. The tears aren't weakness. They're the cost of holding it together all day. For everyone else, 3, where it comes from. This doesn't happen by accident. Most people who live like this, I learned to live like this. Maybe they grew up in a home where emotions were dismissed. Stop crying, you're fine. Maybe they were always the strong one, the one everyone leaned on, the one who was never allowed to fall apart. Maybe they showed their pain once and someone used it against them. So they built walls, not to keep people out, but to keep their pain in. Psychology links this pattern to something called emotional suppression conditioning. When we learn as children that our emotions are inconvenient to others, we train ourselves to hide them. And we become so practiced at it that as adults, we don't even realize we're doing it anymore. The mask stops feeling like a mask. It starts feeling like a face. 4, the exhausting double life. Here's what nobody talks about. Living like this is exhausting. Not physically, emotionally exhausting in a way that doesn't show up on your face. You wake up every morning and prepare yourself. Put the armor on. Smile, engage, perform. Be the person everyone expects you to be. And then at night, you take it all off. And you're left with the version of you that never got to speak. The version that is tired, that is lonely, that wonders if anyone would stay. If they ever saw the real version of you, that fear, that if people saw the real you, they would leave, is at the center of all of this. It keeps the mask on, it keeps the tears private, and it keeps the loneliness growing behind the warmest smile in the room. 5, what this person actually needs. They don't need to be fixed. They don't need advice. They don't need someone to tell them, just open up, it's not that hard. Because for them, it is that hard. What they need is something most people never give them. Safety. The feeling that their pain won't make people run, that they are allowed to be not okay, that the people in their life will stay, not just for the smile, but for everything beneath it. Psychology shows that emotional masking begins to heal, not through willpower, but through safe relationships. When one person consistently shows them, your pain doesn't scare me, the mask slowly starts to loosen. Not all at once, but slowly. Because for the first time, they don't have to choose between being loved and being real. If this is you, I want you to know something. The fact that you protect others from your pain says everything about how deeply you care. But you deserve someone who looks past the smile, someone who asks again when you say, I'm fine, someone who sits with you in the silence and doesn't need you to perform. You have spent so long making sure everyone else is okay. Maybe it's time someone did that for you. And if no one in your life has ever said this, let me say it now. Your pain is not a burden. Your tears are not weakness. And you, the real you behind the smile, are worth knowing. If this felt personal, you're not alone in feeling this way. And understanding yourself is the first step to finally letting someone else in.